So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go. Blue, line it. Over. Back out of that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Leopard.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The throw on 2nd down is gone. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw, gone. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green,
They're going to look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
now let's go. Blue, line it. Leopard.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now a first down throw, gone. He's got a man open, it's Cameron Meredith. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a play fake here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing, the fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Gurley again here on first down. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's Goff now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, now, look at 56. Look it. Watch it now, Barney. Barney, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Here we go now. Boom, line it.
They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
First and goal from the 5. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another try on second down with Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Back there in that belly. Here we go. Leopard. Over. Let's go. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now let's go. Blue, land it. Over, back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And the wideout in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out here in the
All
eye.
right, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Check, Green, here we go. 319.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Again, they run with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards. A final shot before break here. Goff going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams are in for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are... shop at the 40-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. second down. Here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Goff. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
They'll drop the throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Allen, the man in motion right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now gone. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and long. It's gone. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And now a first down following that long gain. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And they take a knee. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.